Today we're getting out of the city and going to Tamsui to visit a special little British restaurant called Britshake, which is owned by chef Amy and Alex. Hi Amy.
Hello, lovely to see you again.
Lovely to see you again. Now, last time we met, you had this jacket potato stand in Gongguan, yeah?
It was about two or 3 years ago now,
it was that long, yes. And so what happened since then? So now we're in this lovely restaurant in Tamsui. So could you explain what happened here?
Okay, so since then, we were basically the business started to go quite well after I last saw you. We seemed to really like the jacket potatoes and the milkshakes. So we saved up some money from there, and then we actually moved to Tamsui, and we chose Tamsui because we both really like it here, and it's kind of a seasidey town.
Yes.
And then we started selling fish and chips and just takeaway food. We still had the jacket potato. We did like fish pie.
Yes, I remember the jacket potato. And you did several fillings.
That's right. Yeah, you know, the best one that went really well was the coronation chicken. And maybe you're familiar with that, which is like the curry flavour of the chicken. That goes really well. So after that, after we'd been to the takeaway shop that was just in Tamsui down the road for about a year, business was continuing to go really well. So we thought we need more space. You know, customers
are very spacious.
It is. It's very big. You know, so I personally really want customers to come and enjoy and to relax while they're eating a meal, not just quickly eat and go. You know, I think that's what we do in England as well. We relax, we want to eat, we want to chat. So so moved to here.
Okay. So what I noticed about this place is you've got really lovely decor.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So how did this come about, and who did the decor?
I went home and I researched a few coffee shops in England, like my hometown and things. I came back and I gave the guy who does he's actually a chef as well, but he did our art here, and gave him a few ideas, and basically he did it himself. So we have like the Big Ben, and we've got the English underground over there, all from his own hand.
Okay, got the London Underground.
Underground,
But see, this reminds me of Land's End in Cornwall, and here we see Lincoln.
Definitely got Lincoln, then we've got London, Britshake and Tamsui.
Okay, that's excellent, isn't it? But
Thank you.
You definitely have a very British atmosphere here, and it's really well done.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. To every other British person, thank you ever so much.
So, Amy, thank you very much. This is your fish and chips.
It is, that's right.
Well, it looks great to me. Can you just go through what you've got on the fish and chips plate?
Sure, So first we'll start with the actual chips themselves. We actually do cut them all by hand. So we peel the potatoes, cut them, so then we fry them. So they're all fresh, every day they're cooked fresh. And then with the fish, we actually use beer batter, and it's Boddington's beer. I don't know if you like Boddington's. It's Boddington's beer batter, and that's also fresh every day.
That's a distant relative.
But I do love that beer. And the fish we use here is cod. So we've got hake or we've got cod. And I actually prefer cod. I don't know about yourself. You prefer cod?
I'm not a fish expert. But normally it's cod, I feel. I never think it's cod. So what have you got in the little bowls here?
Okay, so we've got homemade tartar sauce, and this is mushy peas. I don't know.
Mushy peas,
So, and then we've got obviously the side salad and things like that. So it seems to go really well.
Okay, so I've got your menu here. So that's the popular dish.
This is the most popular.
And it's actually the most popular.
Yes, people come here just for fish and chips.
I'm surprised about that, because I wouldn't have thought that British food would be popular in Taiwan.
Definitely. For a start, when we did come here, it was I was very worried about that. So that's why we opened Gongguan. I was trying to test the market. But obviously now more and more people are trying fish and chips, and they seem to actually really like them. So I'm really pleased about it.
Again, you say British food, but surely, I know you've got lots of chefs here.
Definitely.
But surely they can't cook British food.
Right, that's what many people do actually ask me this question. How do I get my chefs to be cooked like a British person? So basically we've got a few chefs actually from Kaohsiung, there's a school, hospitality school there, and there's also another guy who's in Taipei, the culinary school. So basically what they did was they're trained in European cuisine. And so they basically know a little bit about British food. So what I've had to do is just go through them and keep teaching them what our tastes are different to European tastes, how to cook properly and things.
So would you call your menu here, is it British food with a Taiwan slant?
A little. We haven't actually changed the dishes, but we've changed maybe the saltiness or the sweetness of the dishes. So when I first what I normally do is I give all my staff to try first. Then they'll kind of, with their professional opinion, they'll help me to cater to the sweetness or the saltiness of Taiwanese.
So I thought Taiwanese people like really sweet food.
I think apparently the southern Taiwanese, they really like sweet. Apparently we found people in Taipei, like the banoffee pie, for example. No one would touch it. We had to cater to a bit more, not as sweet, not sweet too.
So we've got the fish and chips here, and that looks lovely. So what are your other main foods
foods
So
or selling points?
We do have fish pie. We have cottage pie as well.
So what is cottage pie?
Cottage pie is beef. It's like chunks of beef. So normally in England we will use the mince, but here we finally cut ourselves like high quality beef, and then it will be marinated in red wine and we'll cook for a long time, like kind of like a stew. And on top we have like mashed potato and then lots of cheese on top, which it bakes for about 20 minutes.
Okay. Tomato. I love tomato soup. Here it says British tomato.
Yes.
So what's the British element?
So basically, I use the way my mum taught me. That's one thing on the menu that is not come from what I learnt at school. It's something my mum called. Every year she would like pick tomatoes from her garden. I think it's a little bit thicker than most soups in English.
Okay, right. Okay, yeah, these are great fish and chips. I think they're very authentic. Certainly you can get something like this in England, and probably these are better than what you can get in England, to be honest. Okay, Amy, I'm looking at your drinks menu now. Fortnum and Mason. Wow, yeah. That's very posh.
Yeah, very. So Fortnum and Mason in England, it sells very well. It's a tea that sells very well to people. And also, it's our bestseller here is our Royal Blend.
Okay, and what is the Royal Blend? It's a bit like an Earl Grey.
Yeah, it's kind of mixed between Earl Grey and then the regular like red tea. Yeah, so it's quite fragrant, but not too powerful.
You mean the black tea?
The black tea, sorry, yeah. Mostly in Chinese, don't they? The black tea. So this one goes really well, and I like Fortnum and Mason because there's a real flavour to it as well. Sometimes when you how to say that in English?
When you brew the tea, when you brew the tea
the second time, you still have a really good
flavour. And that's the second time.
Second time, definitely.
So this is actual tea, not tea bags, is it?
Yeah, we use the actual tea and then we put them into our own little tea bags, so it's probably tea leaves.
Tea bags, wow. But when I think about Fortnum Masons in London, I do think about the afternoon tea, and they have like a tiered kind of afternoon tea set.
Right,
and I see there's 3 different tiers here.
That's right.
So should we talk about the top tier? So what do we have here?
So here we have the homemade scones, and we do those freshly every day. So we've got cranberry flavour, and here we have homemade jam, and this is clotted cream we have here, and then we've also got the butter as well.
Okay, so scones are very, very popular in England.
They are.
I come from Cornwall, we have a Cornish cream tea.
Fantastic.
It looks very similar.
Very popular,
it looks very similar. Now, on the second tier here, we've got a little Christmas tree.
We have, as it's known Christmas, we have here this banoffee pie, which sells from London actually, about 30 years ago in London. This banoffee pie came about in a pub just outside of Essex. So the bottom it's toffee, then we've got bananas which are fresh on top, and fresh cream, so it's like salty and sweet all in one.
Right, and the bottom tier, I usually see little finger sandwiches in England. This is a little bit different. What do we have here?
So here we've got actually gammon and pineapple, and gammon is quite popular in the UK, and it's kind of like a ham. And we've got tuna, and also we've got bolognese as well here. And this is, like you said, in England we have like the cute little sandwiches. And but for me personally, when I see this, it looks more appealing. Like I really want to eat it. That's why I kind of changed it here for people also eat with their eyes as well.
So this is for your afternoon tea set.
That's right. Yeah.
And so what time is afternoon tea, or is it all day?
Normally it's from 2 p.m. until 6 p.m. And also we give you this set, and also you get 2 free teas as well, which is refilled.
Wow.
And it's all Fortnum and Mason tea as well.
Oh wow,
so,
that's amazing. You said the Royal Blend is the most popular.
That sells really, really well.
Do you do Earl Grey?
We do. Yeah, we do.
That might be my favourite. You see.
I really like Earl Grey as well. That's also Fortnum and Mason, and that sells really well. With women they seem to like the rose tea and the fruit tea.
Yes, I'm sure they do.
That, so we have a big selection of teas as well.
You mentioned Fortnum and Mason. Is that the only tea you do, or do you do other teas as well?
We also do. We're going to next month. We're starting with the Whitard.
Whittards
tea, which is also a favourite of mine in England. So hopefully we're starting. I think it's in January. We'll be starting.
Do you remember seeing Whittards in Covent Garden?
That's right. They've got the big shop there.
Yes, I remember.
So that tea I also really, really like it because it's not a strong flavour, but it's very, very nice. Also suits afternoon tea.
Yeah, I just really love my teas actually, and you've got all of my favourite brands.
Fantastic, I'm glad.
The Twinnings, the Fortnum and Masons, and the Whittards.
Same with me. I think we're British, aren't we? We've got a lot of tea, right?
Right, we're just finishing up here at Britshake. We've had a fantastic time. We've learned a lot about the food here. Amy's been really helpful. I'm just going to finish off with this lovely milkshake. It's called Bananarama. It's banana and chocolate. I'm really going to enjoy it. Bye for now.
We have had a great time at Britshake today. Amy and her team have really taken good care of us. Make sure to stop in at Britshake the next time you visit Dantry. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you again soon on the Eats of Taipei.